Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the High School Football Kickoff Show, of course, presented by Keeler Honda. We got your top 5 plays coming up in just a second. But first things first, let's send it over to Marissa Jacks, who has this week's Jacks of all trades, brought to you by MVP Healthcare.
Thanks, Joe. This week, we're going to introduce you to a Bethlehem Eagle who's taking center stage on the playing fields and off them as well. Have a look.
He's just an all-purpose player. He very rarely leaves the field for us.
Sam Smith is Bethlehem's place kicker, punter, and wide receiver, and he's got his coaches singing his praises.
Sam is probably the most positive guy we have. He's always upbeat, never late for practice, just a kid that you love to have on your team. Never slacking in practice, always just full speed. He's just a great positive influence to have around the guys.
When he's on the field, the senior is making sure his voice is heard.
When we're roaming the sidelines, he's the loudest guy on the field. He's always the guy picking up the coaches, he's picking up the players, he's picking everybody else up. He's probably my least quiet player.
And he's making sure it's heard even when he's off the field. Sam spends most of his free time perfecting his pipes.
I'm in sound system right now, which is a select choir, I guess, at the school here. It's about 35 kids, and that's really fun because all the harmonies sound great, but all the top girls and guys, it's really fun. I've got a funny feeling. He was the star in this year's musical. I was in the pit orchestra. I played drums, and Smith, he was really good, sang extremely well, danced surprisingly well. In choir, he has a great voice. We only have about 5 tenors. Sam's one of them, so he kind of carries the section.
When he's not catching passes or hitting the high notes, Sam stars on the track and field team.
I started outdoor 10th grade, and they said, "You're tall, do the high jump." I said, okay, I didn't know anything about it. Did what I saw in the Olympics a couple of years ago. Tried to mimic that and ended up learning the form.
Sam is the 2-time defending sectional champ, advancing to the state tournament.
That was great. All the best of the best. It's really a fun experience.
The high-flying tenor's talents are striking a chord with college coaches.
I loved Susquehanna. I went down there. I talked to the coach at Lehigh, Manhattan, Rutgers, and Seton Hall. So hopefully I'll be in contact with them, do better this year, and see what happens next year.
Sam's record on the high jump is 6 feet 6 inches. He hopes to better that this season and impress those college coaches even more. Joe, let's hit it back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Marissa. Okay, the results of the poll question, well, they're in, but we're going to save those for just a second because we got the top 5 plays from Week 5, and they're brought to you by the folks at Residential Specialists.
Number 5. For the second week in a row, it's the Schenectady defense that saves the day for the Patriots as they hosted Columbia. A minute to go in the game, Blue Devils with the halfback toss pass, and they find Anthony Cooper. Only problem is he plays for Schenectady. The Patriots run out the clock and remain undefeated with the 26-22 win. Number 4. Who says all Lansingburg does is run the ball? Second quarter against McGinn, scoreless. T.J. McLaughlin airing it out just over the heads of a couple of McGinn defenders to Kyle Murray. 75 yards for the touchdown, but Lansingburg loses this game in overtime. Number 3. Comes to us from the Waterville 8 Coxsackie Athens game. First quarter, Josh Rice fields it at the 19 and see you later. Returning it all the way for the touchdown, 81 yards on the return as Waterville 8 wins this one big, 42-12. Number 2. Fort Edward hosting Whitehall. First quarter, Fort Ed's Tyler Carpenter showing the soft hands, bobbles the pitch but recovers, and then rambles 32 yards for the touchdown. Number 1. Now, it wasn't one play, but the overall play of Shen Jr. tailback Schwab Banks in this one against Bethlehem. He was a one-man wrecking crew, had 4 rushing touchdowns, with the longest being that 52-yarder right there. Then on the defensive side, he had 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery, as Shen beats Bethlehem 41-29. There you have it, folks. Our top 5 plays from Week 5.
And folks, there they are, the remote vote question results. Which undefeated team in Class A has the best chance at winning Section 2? Burnt Hills, 53% of you thought it was them, 31% thought it was Troy, and 16% of you said Bishop McGinn.
The results kind of where we thought they would be. All right, for Marissa Jacks, I'm Joe Calderon, and everyone here at Capital News 9, you just got done watching the high school football kickoff show. Good luck this weekend. We will see you next Thursday. Take care.